Starting around 2000, I was lighting, working at Buck Owens Crystal Palace, the nightclub, and we taped everything for sound.
Hold on, just give me a second. You can't say Buck Owens Crystal Palace and just keep going.
Oh.
I need a split second of. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, lighting designer, lighting technician, lighting geek, play with lights pretty much all the time. Which is
a guy that we never see.
Again, very sad that my room was so poorly lit, but I apologize in advance for that.
You've had enough of lights. You can't recreate the actual reality. You recreate what would be either what the director wants, or reality might be it was this color, but to make it look like that, you have to change it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's it's unfortunately you're going to edit all this out because I just completely lost what I was thinking about a few minutes ago.
No, sorry.
Good Lord Almighty. Every time I think I have something complex built up, I usually don't.
Well, no one looking at you in that shirt is going to think this man is going to spout a lot of stuff. First of all, it always amazes me when you're in the theater how low tech gels still are. It's they just go and they get a sheet of colored plastic, just like when we were in middle school, or I did shows in my backyard. Actually, as a kid, you cut out the shape and you stick it on there.
Yeah.
You've got white light that you then stick on there. Now that's you don't do that with all your lighting.
Well, although the vast majority of it still is, like you said, the majority of it still is. It's a piece of acetate with a color substrate that filters out all the colors but what you want, which is probably the most inefficient imaginable way of doing it, because what you're doing is you're taking a bright light with a lot of power and you're trying to push it through something that's stopping all the light except for that one little bit of color that you want. The acrylics are crystals that refract different colors of light depending on what angle they're actually placed in something. So instead of absorbing everything, they're just reflecting the light you don't want in different directions, which means that they're then...
so it's as though you've got a prism there, and you're just
angling it slightly.
Angling the prism to where just that shade of blue comes out.
Exactly. Only problem with those is, as you can guess, they're prohibitively expensive, so nobody actually owns them.
Right. They just exist.
Yeah.
LED technology and subsequent technologies it's amazing. What used to be, it was this, I had an LED watch in 1977. It had red, and it was little blocks. And now, they can tune. LED monitors can now do more colors than cathode ray tubes.
Yeah, and more colors than the human eye can ever hope to see. It's just going to take a major shift for us mentally to get used to seeing things in a different light, literally different color temperatures, and accept that that is the new white. That is what we're used to seeing.
Right, and our brains will. Once we don't see enough of the incandescent, our brains can absolutely make that change and say, this is white. And like doing a white balance with your camera, it'll recalibrate.
Yeah. To make things look more live on stage, you use multiple colors to mix back to white so that everything pops out a little bit. And you can actually manipulate the exact color balance in that white that you're seeing to make different parts of that color pop out. You can have a scenic backdrop and you want the big push on this, you want the sky to be a really vibrant blue. And so you use a little more blue in the light that you're casting on stage, and things may look white to the audience. They may look like there's white light. They can just see everything perfectly.
But something
is glowing in the back. And then for them, it's say you're doing The Wizard of Oz, and for the next scene you want that yellow brick road to really pop, and so you add a little more yellow back in, you pull a little of the blue back out, and then the yellow starts to pop.
Right, but everything else still, to our eye, your skin is going to still look skin color. If you're wearing a white shirt, it'll still look like a white. Your skin's not white.
It's incredible.
But something that's then going to reflect yellow is going to actually grab that extra yellow and reflect it more, because it doesn't get in one.
At night, if you pull into a parking lot with sodium vapor lights, everything looks black and white. Everything's very orangey, but anything that's green or blue looks black because they don't reflect, and there's no orange in them to reflect. You've got a monochromatic light source, which means that you're only seeing one color. Your mind may think that you're seeing other colors. You're literally only seeing one color. You're seeing that orange light, and whatever will reflect that orange.
So when I look at my car and I know it's green, it's because I know it's green.
Yeah.
I'm going to perceive it's more green, but that's why when you're walking around,
but physically,
all the cars look the same.
Physically under that light, or even just in moonlight, you cannot see those colors because those colors are not actually present. No, lighting is fantastic. Color is interesting.
Cut!